Hi guys, it is day 51 of Savor at Home, and what we're gonna try tonight is a bourbon. We are going with Angel's Envy Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Now notice the bottle is empty. That's because this is one of the bottles that I used for our blind tasting that I hosted this weekend. Angel's Envy was something that we tried. For those of you who haven't had Angel's Envy, as I said, it is Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, and it's finished in port wine barrels, which is really cool. In order for it to be a Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, it must be made of at least 51% corn in the mash. This actually is 72% corn, 18% rye, and 10% malted barley for the mash bill. And then it must be aged for at least 2 years in new charred oak barrels. This is aged between 4 and 6 years in new charred American oak barrels, and then finished less than 6 months in these port casks that come from Portugal. Now, Angel's Envy was created by Lincoln Henderson, and he worked for Brown and Foreman and was the creator of both Woodford Reserve and Gentleman Jack. And Angel's Envy is his first and only independent project. So he's got a lot of history. He kind of knows what he's doing, to say the least. Anyways, yeah, this is 43.3% ABV, and you should be able to pick up a bottle in your local grocery store. Like, I picked this up at Whole Foods. Our tasting theme was grocery store finds. And you should be able to pick it up for about $50, I think. But let's dive into the whiskey, guys. So that's all I had left. It's got a nice rich color to it. Now, it is aged in new barrels, new charred American oak barrels, and it might be picking up some of the color from the port barrels as well. So some of the color from the port might be coming through. Now there's a little bit of spice in here. A little rye spice. Tiny bit of that pickliness, but what I'm getting mostly is a lot of caramel on the nose. Yeah, there's some good maple in here, lots and lots of caramel, and lots of vanilla. Yeah, very sweet nose. There's a lot of sweetness here. Again, lots of caramel coming through, some butterscotch, some chocolatey notes as well. There's a little bit of a bitter chocolate thing going on here. That rye spice is just a little bit in the background. It's not so much in the foreground. It's mostly a lot of sweet notes. And there is like a wonderful dried fruit thing going on. Maybe like some prunes in there. That's really nice. Yeah, it's a delicious whiskey. If you see it in your local grocery store, go ahead and pick it up if you haven't tried Angel's Envy. Yeah, it's a really nice whiskey, really nice bourbon to have. Thanks, guys.